what I think about the roster. Um, Again, I will try to be a little more nice about that. Um, so we have Ganachi, May, I forget her name, Gato, Tizok, and Kane, and the Vox Reaper guy, and Rock, Terry. I will not cite all, but all the other ones. So if I compare to Mark of the Wolf, what I really think, I think that they kind of messing the Muay Thai girl. I think I don't like her. I don't like how she look. She look like a she look like a very like intelligent, not fun, very girl who wear glasses and do Muay Thai. Like it's not what a Thai girl will look like. I think she should look like more like a traditional Thai girl, not like a hippie or some. You will never see a Thai girl that much like this with red hair and stuff like this. It's like I've some with doing that, but it will be way more fun if she just have black hair. I think that will be way more serious to see her with black hair, and she will look way more traditional in that way. I think just the red hair is a very bad choice. I think she should have black hair and maybe a ponytail like the tiger like to do. But for the Muay Thai, I think it will be better that she have short hair actually, because a lot of fighters have short hair or have braids. So it will be better to see her with braid and black braids. She will look way more tough like this. But if they want to make a Thai character who is looking like fun and kawaii or something like this, I think they can make it that happen in the outfit actually. You can have an outfit with, but like I don't know, with Hello Kitties or you know what I mean, but not mess up her hair like this with a red, like a bad WWE girl, you know. I mean, yeah, my biggest regret of this game was Grant. I have two characters I play a lot in Mark of the Wolves, was Grant and Kim Dong-won. And see Vox Reaper, I don't like him. I just don't like him. He have just the great move, but it look fashion and stuff. It's not looking cool. And Grant have this power. I mean, Grant was such a powerful character that people like so much. Every time you see Grant in a tournament, people was always praising how the character was good. And then to see him completely redesigned with that Fox Reaper guy with his student apparently is very crap. I think Grant was so strong, and in the story Grant was so strong and so good to look at, and even in the story it was kind of looking. I remember the first time I see Mark of the Wolf with the Grant intro with the green eyes, you know, in the black background. I was saying like, oh my god, what is this guy? I need to fight that. I was so impressed by Grant. But when you see Vox Reaper, he has nothing like this. He's looking like he's like a minus version of him. And I mean, yeah, that's the style of the day of now. It's everybody kind of being a little more emo or Metro City guy, or I don't know what. It was just not needed. Grant need to come back in Mark of the Wolf or City of the Wolf. Even a Vox Reaper, I think in season 2, Grant need to come back. If this character come back, I will tell you that he will make way more buzz than Ronaldo or Ganachi. If just Grant come back, then you will see the real player come back to this game. And what can I say? Mei Shiranui, the laser Mei Shiranui. I'm not a big fan of Mei Shiranui in this game actually. I'm a fan of her because she just a cell, and that's the reality of Mei. She don't have too much place in Mark of the Wolf, and she was not in Mark of the Wolf. Actually, Okutomaru take a move for a reason. And I think she should stay in King of Fighter. She have all the right to be in King of Fighter, but I think she missed an opportunity. I think another girl I should see more than her in City of the Wolves. Actually, I make a list. Let me see. King. King should be, because King is also legit in Fatal Fury, even she's a King of Art of Fighting character. King or even Blue Mary should be something also, can be very good, but that's girl who already in the game. Yes, the number one girl I want to see come back in the Fatal Fury was Xangfei, who is a real Fatal Fury, real bout girl. Xangfei should be there, not Mei Shiranui. Mei Shiranui is just a cell, and that's sad that they cannot understand that it's possible to make her, to change her sometimes, she will not be damaged and just appear in the game like in cutscenes. It will be way better. But Xangfei, Li Xangfei, with the girl the Chinese girl, was very looking good in a real bout, and I think she deserves a spot. So that's very sad that she don't come back. And who else? Yes. So now I will tell all the character I want to see come back. So the first one, especially I say Grant need to come back. Kim Jae-on too was a great character. Kim Jae-on, the brother of Dongwon, but at least don't give him this crap design. I think Dongwon should keep his jacket, because the jacket was making all the movement in the Mark of the Wolf. The physics of this jacket was so cool to look at. And now they put it down. He's looking like crap. I think Dongfeng should have his jacket back on like a straight taekwondo guy. I think I don't know why they do that, because they lazy maybe to animate his jacket. So yeah, Jaehoon. I think if Jaehoon come back, at least he have all this his taekwondo outfit on, like not like that, and with good animation, like not a bullshit, like I really think he should come back in that way. And Freeman, oh my god, that Freeman stuff is like they buried Freeman. I hope he come back, because even Freeman is not there. What I see is that they put Freeman stage in this game. That means Freeman is so much buried by the two new guys like Ronaldo and Kanachi that he's not even in his stage. Like they put his stage with the dark stage very serious that everybody like, but they don't put the character. Like what the fuck? And I see season 2 Freeman was not in the thing. I think I see Big and all the guys, but I don't see Freeman. And Freeman was so much love, because he's like a Yamazaki guy. He's very crazy, but he has this hard rock stuff. He's the vibe of Mark of the Wolf actually, because Mark of the Wolf was a lot about the guitar and stuff, and the hardcore music, rock and roll and stuff. And to not have him there, it's like making the game so much like interesting. Freeman was the crazy guy also, like Yori Yamazaki a little, who have using his hand like a knife. It's crazy. This guy was crazy. A lot of people like him for his craziness. He don't give a fuck. Freeman was the guy who backstab you. cut your throat. He was a straight dude. Like, why they don't put that guy? I don't know. Like a serious guy like this, like, it's like just a waste. Yeah, like everybody say Yamazaki, but Yamazaki is already king of fighters, so I don't see him come back again. It'll be boring a little. To already see all the same like king of fighter, but 3 man, come on, how you can do that, you know? So after that, I will say quite quickly, Jin Chong-wei is very very high on my list. Jin Chong-wei is why the game was so good too. Jin Chong-wei has this Dragon Ball Z feeling with the big ball and stuff, fireball, and I think it will be good to match a little like Kane, who is very I think broken in this game. I think the last tournament I see people using Kane with all this fireball, and Kane have actually the same fireballs than Jin Chong-wei. So Jin Chong-wei should be go back in the game to match a little Kane with this fireball game. I think about Hongfu. Hongfu should be a very good choice for the developer if they want to make buzz in Asia with this game, because Hongfu is like the Jackie Chan, but you have some Brandon Lee also. For the first time I see Hongfu in Fatal Fury, I think he was Brandon Lee. I always think that he was a mix of the Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee, because he have all this thing with the, you know, the nunchaku. But I think it was not that much that I learned that he was a Jackie Chan. It was a deception, because I always say, oh my god, they put Brandon Lee in this game. He have the same look than Brandon Lee in Rapid Fire. But I think what they're trying to do was the Jackie Chan is in some movies where you have also the nunchaku. But Hongfu was a very very entertaining character, and with the very good martial art. It's like Hongfu is like you know, Forrest Long in Tekken. I think if you put a character like this, it will be played for sure. It's like Hongfu in this game, it will be played by everybody. So how you capitalize, right, for the marketing on some figure like Ronaldo, but try to be like a little more on the fighting stuff. People keep checking that stuff. So if you put Hongfu, he will be very popular in Asia for sure, but a lot of people will play him. So Hongfu and Yamazaki, yeah, but I'm not very sure about Yamazaki, but it's always cool to have Yamazaki. Alfred is like the Mugen character, I will say, for me, that I really like, and very underrated in Fatal Fury. Alfred is loved by a lot of guys from the Mugen community, and I know he's deep. He's the same vibe, I will say, as Kerry in Street Fighter. Like Kerry and Alfred have a very good vibe, I don't know, to them, and people like them so much. So Alfred also, the guy with the plane, and also Rick Strode. Rick Strode was a big guy in Fatal Fury 3. That actually the guy who should replace Terry today. Rick Strode was the guy who should replace Terry in Fatal Fury, and was like an Indian American guy, like very proud and boxing style. Have a very good style. I think Rick Strode could make a comeback. I don't think it will be bad, but they try to push Terry so much everywhere. It's just SNK is the marketing and stuff, I don't know, but they just pushing always the same. It's boring, you know. So yes, Rick Strode, because he's actually the legit new character, new hero in Fatal Fury. And also, for sure, Krauser, Wolfgang Krauser, from Fatal Fury 2, I think. He was in Fatal Fury 1 and 2. And Krauser is like, you cannot make a complete all-star Fatal Fury game and don't put Wolfgang Krauser. It's like, it's crazy, you know. So yeah, I hope they try to make it right and put some of these characters. And at the last, I will say also Bob Wilson. I'm not sure about Bob Wilson, because I'm not sure they will make it right, but Bob Wilson with a good style will be very nice, I think, and a lot of capoeira guy and stuff like this. It's like, I think Bob Wilson can be played a lot if you make it right, because he was very fun in Fatal Fury. And if you keep it a little that way, even in 3D, I think with the dreadlocks and stuff, he can be a very fun character and very loved. Again, Xanfei, because not only the guy, but Zhangfei should be returning. Number one female who should return in Fatal Fury is Lin Zhangfei. And some last guys, I will say, from Art of Fighting. You have John Crowley. I pick John Crowley because he's like a guy clone who is making like Sonic Boom, but he has his own style. John Crowley was the US guy. If you put this guy in the game, he will be picked in the US like crazy, and he is so cool that he will be picked by everybody. Actually, John Crowley make a new version and a reappearance of John Crowley, who have also the best theme song in Art of Fighting and one of the best theme song in fighting game. So if you can make it back in a good stage, old school stage, like US proud guy, you know, with the big Sonic Boom. I think he was saying like something like Flash. He was saying something like Guy, but Mega Flash. Yeah, he was saying like something like Mega Flash. So John Crowley. Also Mickey, the boxer. Also, if you don't have a boxer, because I don't think they have a boxer actually, right? Oh yeah, they don't have any boxer in Fatal Fury. That's a shame, right? A straight boxer. So you have to put Mickey Rogers. Mickey Rogers, yeah, he was the boxer in Fatal Fury. I think it's a Fatal Fury 1 or 2. Oh no, Art of Fighting, sorry. In Art of Fighting, he's one of the best OST also, like a Rocky OST. This guy will be fire. He will be played by the hood guy all day. Mickey Rogers was a very iconic character in fighting game. That's a shame that they never redo him. And if you want to put some Afro-American or stuff like this, yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy who really have the credibility also. And another guy who have a lot of credibility within King of Fighter, but we don't see him that much, was Takuma. Takuma was also in Art of Fighting. And I think he had an appearance, I don't remember, but in Fatal Fury, but I really think Takuma should be a priority in Fatal Fury. I think he was there actually, if I'm not mistaken. But Takuma is the serious karate guy. I mean, the game need to be serious. Even match with him and Marco Rodriguez, imagine that stuff. Like, even like with Terry and stuff, he have so much charisma. Takuma will have one of the best charisma, and make the game serious a little. God damn, this game looking like a joke. Like, it's colorful. It's like for 2 years children now. We have something before. Mark of the Wolf was looking like serious. It is now like, when you see the roster now, it's looking like for children. That's a Mark of the Wolf for children, like not City for. I am going too far. You understand me? But yeah, that's all for the roster. So if I have to rate the roster, what character I like the most actually in the roster now? I think Kevin was always one of my best character with his look and his attack. Kevin was so cracked in the Fatal Fury, the Mark of the Wolf. I will say one of the best character now. I think what I'm seeing, I like Gato a little, how they designing, but I like the old school Gato more. Gato is looking like too much funky. He's looking too fashion. I think Gato was the guy who fighting like for his life. He have a big scars on his chest, and now he's looking like he's kind of becoming soft, like a soft Gato with long hair, like with not his hair braid. Like what is that? I mean, he have it again, I think. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, if I have to pick the character I like the most, I would say by far is Kevin again, and maybe Okutomaru design is now very nice. yeah, I will say Okutomaru, Kevin, and maybe Marco is not that bad looking, but I cannot say Kim Dong-won. I like his jacket, like he's putting, and for sure the two new characters are looking out of place, and they have a very bad design actually. I think Ronaldo don't look like the real Ronaldo. He's looking ugly actually. I think Ronaldo looking ugly in Fatal Fury. It's not looking cute like a real Ronaldo. That's a very shame for a guy who like being cute. And Ganachi is like just I think what is missing to Ganachi is like a straight jacket. Like if he's a star, he should have some big like fur or something like this, with what making me so much cooler. But he's just like a street guy who is just a hip hop, it's crap. The style is crap. Gadachi should have at least like a jacket like Yamazaki, like a fur jacket. If he's really a star, it will make him so much credible. But he's looking very crap. It's not his attack, is the style they're giving. But yeah, if they associate, that's so crap. Anyway, I finished there for the roster. It was long, 30 minutes. What I